Whoa, that's bright. Whoa, that's very bright. That's way too bright. We gotta make some adjustments here. This has been a seriously great trip. I am thrilled with how well this has went. It is time to head home now. If you don't know what I'm doing here in Wyoming, take a look at the previous video. It's rendering on my computer right now as we speak. I will be uploading it today so that you guys can see it and enjoy some of the caricatures that I drew. Before I go any further, I want to quickly say a very happy birthday to my dad. Happy birthday to you, Dad. Love you. Thank you for your support and your encouragement all the time. And I hope that you have an amazing birthday today. And thing is, I know he'll probably see this content. The man is one of my biggest fans and watches a lot of my stuff. So Dad, I love you and thank you for always being that support for me. And I hope that you have an amazing day. Get to do something fun. Seems fine now. I just don't understand what the... Hello. Whoa, that's loose. I hope that's not the... Oh, that whole plug is moving. My heart's breaking just a little bit right now, so I'm trying to get out of here, frankly, but my brain has been completely caught up by this. My camera, I've been wondering why I'm hearing a weird buzzing through my wireless kit, and I realized that the microphone jack on the camera is loose. So I'm having to call in a warranty and send this camera away for a couple weeks to get it repaired. And it just breaks my spirit. I hate this kind of stuff so much. So, I've been so thankful for how well this camera's working for me. But I am someone where if it's not working perfectly, suddenly my entire brain changes and it's like, now I don't want to use it, now I don't want to do it, now I don't want to film anything because it's not in its full 100% functioning quality. Now I don't want something worse to happen to it before I send it into them for repair. Okay, I'm forcing myself to keep filming. I'm just going to go ahead and keep going. So if you're asking me right now, so if there's a problem with the headphone jack, then how are you still recording right now? Well, I've been noticing that one channel has been like buzzy and zuzzy and making a lot of noise only in certain recordings and not in others. And this microphone seems to work otherwise. And I was wondering what was going on. And then I wiggled the the microphone jack on there, and the whole thing went buzzy and then turned on and off, and I'm going, ah! So I don't know if I'm getting my audio or not. I'm hoping I am. I can record through the internal microphone. Thing is, I've always used the handle that goes on this camera. It's got a really cool audio handle where you can plug XLRs into it. It's got another way to plug in that same input, and I've had no issues with it because it works. So I've never used this plug on the side of the camera. I've never needed it until now. I was like, I'm going to go small. I don't need to be bringing everything. Let's just take this camera in its most compact form, and that's what showed me the problem. So very frustrating. So as soon as I get home, I got to ship this out. It's going to be gone for like 2 weeks, hopefully not longer. And the thing is, I doubt myself, and I hate this fact about myself. And this is just a moment of honesty. I hate this about myself. So I know that there's a problem, right? I absolutely know that there is a problem with this camera and that it needs to be fixed. And then when they're asking me, well, have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? Like going through that phone call process. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Then finally you get to the point where you're like, did I though? Yes, I did. I know it's not working right. I know I've had other devices that don't do what this thing is doing wrong. And yet I doubt myself. And that is very frustrating to me. And I hate it because it's not someone else manipulating me. It's me manipulating myself. And that's frustrating. How to carry all this out in one trip. I was going to go and get a dolly thing, but for this little amount, there's other people who are going to need it more. So I am going to attempt to do all this in one trip by myself. Oh, I think I can, because if I do camel style, I'm pregnant. And then laptop in this hand, camera in this hand. I'm good to go. go. So I received a comment from one of our viewers, and I deeply appreciate when you guys leave comments. It means the world to me. It also gives me some wisdom on the questions that you need answered, and frankly, makes me question if I can properly answer them for you. And this one comes from Testing1Q4R, and they say, another great video. Thanks for posting these experiences. You're welcome, by the way. Thank you for watching. Your sincerity comes through. You ask if we would like to see your trip back or any part of this journey. Any part of this journey is appreciated. A great video would be on what you do to market your caricature business. How do you acquire gigs, as you mentioned? It's up to us to reach for the opportunities. Thank you again. That's a great question. It really is. How do I market my business? Well, frankly, I'm a firm believer that word of mouth is honestly the best way you can do it. When I look at all the different methods that I've used to try and market my business, the one that has brought the most success is word of mouth. And we're very blessed as caricature artists that every single drawing that we do is additional marketing for us. I don't know if you've seen any of my previous videos where I've mentioned why you might not want to have any banners or advertising if you're doing a caricature gig where you're paid by the hour. Because frankly, caricature in itself, if you are a reasonable artist and you're reasonable at getting likenesses and essences, you're going to struggle not to draw people. It will create such a flock of people because all it takes is for anyone to see that piece that you just gave, and it's going to bring on the next person. If someone's wanting a hot dog and they see a hot dog stand, that's all they're gonna need. And so if someone is looking for a caricature and someone walks by with a caricature in their hand, if that's their desire, they're gonna ask them where they got that, and they're gonna be directed right to you. So it's a really great market that we sit in for our job because our advertising speaks for itself. So every event that you do is going to have a return, hopefully. If you do your job right, if people like your caricatures, and if you have enough experience to get a reasonable drawing in replacement. Now, to answer your question for the marketing, I think we need to drive down the road, get another viewpoint, and share a little bit more with you. So in today's video, I'm gonna focus on that for you. Let's talk a little bit more about the marketing side. Let's talk a little bit more about what you can do. But I'm also gonna give you a reality check. I don't market much. You know these big rocks here, these big boulders, they kind of look pretty cool in their natural environment. Now, if you're driving down the highway in Buffalo, Wyoming, they're all over the side of the highway, and frankly, they look like buffalo laying down, just watching the view. And so, yeah, if you get to drive through, you'll see what I mean, and it'll catch you off guard a little bit. Now, before I go home, I'm now in Sheridan, Wyoming, and I want to stop in and take a look at their historic district. I hear they got a lot of artwork there, a lot of sculptures. So we're gonna drive through and take a quick peek. I wanna come back to our topic on marketing. And I mentioned that I don't do much marketing to market myself. Let me give you a for instance. My wife and I, we thought it would be a really good idea to make postcards and address them to businesses in our community and surrounding communities that do wedding venues and do event planning and all these different things. Event planners themselves. And so we created about 88 different postcards that we mailed out. It wasn't cheap. How many responses did we get back within a year's time? One. That one contact back was asking us if we wanted to pay to be a part of their event as a vendor. Now, it was still a win. We had a great time. We actually did that event, but not quite what you would be hoping for your marketing. That's the nature of the beast. Now, this is why I come back to the idea of let your artwork speak for itself. Because as I continue to talk with you, here's a reality that I hate to admit it loud. I'm not the best caricaturist out there in the world. And you might be better than me. You're probably better than me. And sometimes it's, no matter how hard you try and throw down your marketing and advertising and spend the big bucks and put the money out there, I've done $3,000 in radio advertising too with one result that didn't even come close to pay back the amount that I had paid. And the result remained exactly the same. But when someone picks you for your artwork, then that is the true reward. And it's very encouraging when that happens.
The sun don't reach weary eyes, no, the light don't pierce down in the mind. 40 years, like 40 lives, only whistles blowing to mark the time. Oh, way, way down we go. Gotta rip that soul out of the ground while we walk that long walk to the sound of hammer and steel, steel on stone. Yeah, we work those fingers to the bone. Oh, way, way down we go. Try to save my soul.
Now, before I get on that there highway and head out again, that's a little hot on the buns. Okay, I think we're good. When I first started working at theme parks in Orlando, we had the opportunity sometimes to be a team of 3 different artists that all sat together and did caricatures together within theme parks. And it was beautiful to get to hang out with people, but it did make something very, very clear to each of us in that moment. And that's that we were competing against each other. While we supported each other 100% and we're very excited that each one of us got to draw people, there was a reality that your artwork and my artwork can look completely different, which means they're gonna start picking favorites. And that doesn't just happen in the theme parks, that happens right now here in real life. So while people look at my work, now thankfully I'm in rural areas, so their options can be slightly more limited. The reality is, some people pick you because your artwork is simply better. And if you advertise and advertise and advertise and you're finding yourself not getting those connections, first off, it will happen. Don't take offense to that. That is normal, natural. This is difficult to do. So don't overthink it. Don't stress. But always keep practicing. Always keep improving. Find artists that you love that inspire you and try their techniques and ideas. Improve on your work. Let me tell you something, the caricature community is incredible because they love sharing with each other. We love sharing our advice with each other and how to improve. Here's why I draw a nose this way. Here's why I draw everything the way I draw. It just makes sense. So practice, practice, and practice, because there will come a day when someone's going to go on website A and then go to website B. One of those websites is yours, and they'll have the opportunity to decide not based on who they can find, but based on whose artwork is better. And when that time comes, you do need to be ready. I got to get back on the road. So let's go home. Did you really expect me to leave you here? You're funny. Thanks for playing along. Yeah, I like being back in Montana. I've only been away for 3 days, but I really do love my home state now. I really do. I've lived here 8 years, and it doesn't get old to me. Not these views. I'm about an hour away from home. The sun's going down. We got storm clouds around a little bit. Had a little bit of a drizzle on my way back. So I want to go ahead and quickly wrap up this video, but I want to end on another reality check. If you're interested in getting into the world of caricature, do it. Absolutely do it. But I want to make it very clear that I'm nowhere near the success point that even I want to be at. And even though I've been making content here on YouTube for as long as I can remember talking about caricature, I've had to change with the times. AI has severely caused a detriment to my business. I don't have commissions anymore. The majority of my business happens by doing live caricatures at events. That's pretty much how things are going these days. And even when people ask me if I do commissions, the amount that it's going to cost and the amount of time it takes for me to do it, it's almost not wise for me to take those gigs, because I can make more money doing live events than going home and drawing caricatures at home in digital format that are going to take days, even weeks to draw, depending on their form of realism. Now, as I was saying, this is not my success point by any means, because for me, a good month right now is that I would have 2 live caricature gigs per month. You really don't know when you're going to hit feast or famine. And that's why you just need to take success in these moments and understand that everything you're doing right here and right now adds to the next one. So don't be giving up on yourself, and stop looking for success, because success is never going to fully come to you, because as soon as you get to that success point, you're looking for the next success point. Thrive in right now, just celebrate right now, and enjoy the passions that you can have in right now. Know your why, move forward on your how, and just go. Live this caricature lifestyle as best you can. Love those who are supporting you. My wife has been incredible in allowing me this opportunity to be a videographer and a caricature artist. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but boy, am I going to celebrate this moment, because this moment right now, I never would have expected I would have been in this moment at 38 years old, that I would be a full-time caricature artist. And when I'm not doing this, I'm a videographer. Here's the thing. Until you get to a point where everyone on this planet knows your name, if you're going to be in this industry, you're going to be in multiple industries, but you're going to have a lot of fun in those different industries. So I always want to keep you excited and looking forward to what the opportunities are, because they are very bright for us. And this freelance world, this freelance lifestyle that we can have, if you're a creative and you love being passionate about your projects, and you want to take on your own projects, and you want to take on things that inspire you, this is such a cool place to be. This is such a cool place for us to be. So when you're seeing that you didn't get any caricature gigs this month, or you're curious when the next paycheck's coming in, invest yourself in something else until that clicks in. Or work on some other forms of marketing. And that's something we can talk about in future videos. But I gotta go, and I would love it very much if you would leave your questions down below. This was brought on by a question from Tested. That means a lot. Thank you so very much. Leave your other questions. And next time we take a trip together, we'll talk some more, and I'll share with you what I can. Here's the thing. We can stress and stress and stress and try to figure out the reasons why people haven't hired us yet. Why isn't the marketing working? Why isn't this or that working? And sometimes you just got to do your best, and then realize that you've done your best and move on. And I'm not saying move away from your passion. I'm saying move on to something else to fill your brain. Don't worry, when the time is right, it's going to happen. It is simply going to happen. Just celebrate now. I love you guys. Keep it crispy. First Tim 412. God bless you. You're incredible. Thank you so much for watching my channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. And sometime in the future, when another gig comes around, you'll see it, because I'll probably end up filming it. All right, enjoy the view. God bless, guys.